except that it's really hard to bet the World Series. Mid-Major Matt joining the show. Matt, I'm excited as a fan for the World Series. I don't really have like any skin in this game. I don't care. What are your thoughts just about the series in general?
I'm not excited. I mean, we're just delaying the inevitable. I took the Dodgers at, I think, plus 345 before the postseason began to win the World Series. So, I mean, that's the only technical, because they were just so much better than everybody else. Like, we forgot about that. The regular season, they were human, but they were also injured a lot. And then they showed against the Phillies, and then they showed against the Brewers. They have 5 starting pitchers that they can use who are awesome. They have a lineup that's deep, and they figured it out that they don't have to use their bullpen if the starters are going far. So, like, that's why I did it, because they're the best team in baseball, and it's not even close. And so, like, that's why, I mean, I'm excited because it's the World Series, but, like, this thing's going 5. I have Dodgers in 5.
Do you like the Dodgers tonight?
I think that Toronto takes one of these first 2 games. I don't know if it's tonight. The rookie's interesting. The rookie was bad against Seattle that first game, and then was awesome the second game against Seattle. He was awesome against the Yankees. So I see 2 scenarios tonight. I see him pitching really well and going 5 innings, and the Blue Jays bullpen blows it, or he gets rocked, can't handle can't handle everything surrounding this game. Remember, he was an A-ball to start the season, and now he's starting game 1 of the World Series. So, like, I don't know. He has such a wide range of outcomes that I don't want to try and guess what he's going to do tonight.
I'm very torn. This line, and I was saying this earlier, hasn't moved, at least on FanDuel. It stayed Jays plus 130, Dodgers minus 154. It's been that way even after Savage was announced the Toronto Blue Jays starting pitcher tonight. You do have a way that you are going to play this, and you are laying some hefty juice for it. You're going Dodgers, Toronto, under 2.5 runs in the first 3 innings, minus 154. How come it's worth the juice?
Savage has been very good the first time through the order. He allowed 1 run during the regular season the first time through the order, and then in that first Seattle start, he got rocked a little bit. But other than that, like, first time through the order, and I've seen the Dodgers struggle with new pitchers, and I've seen the Dodgers struggle the first time through the order until they figure somebody out. Nobody's faced him before. I think Shohei could strike out against him tonight. So excuse me. I just had a little bit of soda before I came on. It's coming up on me here. So yeah, I just think
you're throwing up over laying minus 154 on a World Series.
Well, that too. But I had to play something tonight. And so this was the best I could do, because I was disappointed we never got the 4.5 on Savage in his strikeout prop. I can't take the over 5.5 because I don't know how long he's going to be.
Would you fade Blake Snell tonight against the Jays? Strikeout.
So I did fade him against the Jays during the regular season, and I lost that. Yeah, I lost it. He had what, 12, I think, in 6 innings, 5 innings. So, like, my problem is I'm going to want to take the Blue Jays at some point in the under for the strikeouts of maybe Yamamoto. I would probably look at the under. Snell, I just can't. He's really nasty, and like I just think that he's going to have more success.
Jays have been good against lefties this year. It's just crazy that Snell's been that much better.
Yeah, Snell has just been awesome, and he's going deeper in games.
But, like, I hate Blake Snell because at any moment this guy could implode.
He could, and that's why the 17.5 is interesting. I mean, you've heard it and you've seen it. I played the outs overs for the Dodger starters like religiously the first couple.
Obviously, because the only way to keep a starter in the game these days is if your bullpen sucks, which the Yankees don't understand that. But the Dodgers at least have learned their lesson, Dave Roberts.
Which Dave Roberts, as bad. I don't love him as a manager, but he figured it out. My bullpen's not very good. I'm keeping my starters in 7, and then I'm going right. And then I'm going right to Sasaki for 2 innings if I need to, and then I don't have to even use any of the other guys. So, like, that's why. And so I was disappointed that I lost that bet, because I don't want to take Snell over to go 6 innings tonight, because I think he could have a little trouble with this Toronto lineup. Look, I think Toronto's lineup can slug with LA's lineup, but the problem is starting pitching, and Toronto's bullpen doesn't have enough of an edge over the Dodgers bullpen for me to be like, oh, that's great. Late innings, I think we can win this game. That's why I'm scared about this.
Mark, and I know you say I always fade the public. We'll talk about propaganda a little bit later in the show, because Blake Snell is part of that list, and we'll get to why I wouldn't mind fading him. I want to see the updated numbers on Snell 6.5 Ks. I don't know. I think it's really hard because they're going to try to leave him in as long as humanly possible. 6.5 under is minus 122 on Caesars right now. Minus 123 on DK.
I can't do it. I mean, as I said, I already lost with this bet in the regular season. Now it's regular season, but it's one of those things.
I feel like we're going to be on that. I feel like we're going to be on it tomorrow for Yamamoto, but I'm nervous that they're going to give us a 3.5.
No, they're not giving us a 3.5.
If Snell goes deep and they have a rested Pen, they might.
No, if he had a less strikeout filled postseason, maybe, but he's had 7 and 9 in 2 of his 3 starts. We're getting a 5.5. Yamamoto is going to be 5.5 tomorrow, and I think they're going to
5.5. Heavy juice to the under on that. Come on.
No, I actually think they'll juice it to the over. I think they'll juice it to the over. 5.5. I think it's 5.5.
I think we'll see what happens today with Snell.
Yeah. But I'll take under 5.5 on Yamamoto.
Hell yeah, I would take under 5.5 again. Anything with 4.5 or under, 5.5 or 4.5, I would take an under.
Yeah, but I would not. If it was 3.5, I would hammer
Obviously,
the over.
I'm just saying that they're trying to get us to not bet it.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see how tonight goes. But I'll tell you, if it's 5.5, I'm probably taking the under.
Yeah, and that's, again, for everyone in the chat, in case you lost us a little bit, Yamamoto for tomorrow, we were looking at an under. Snell is 6.5 tonight. Both of us say we're a little bit afraid of that. Snell's been on absolute fire. Anything else on the World Series before we move into college football?
I mean, I heard you talking about the other prop bet before we came on about picking who you think wins game 1 and then taking the Dodgers to win the World Series. It's not a bad way. I think that's how you got to get creative here in terms of if you like the Dodgers, there's just not a lot of value out there for all this sort of props.
Yeah, I thought Dodgers to win game 1 and the World Series at even money was a very nice price.
That's a very nice price. And I think that's why tonight is a toss-up. I think Toronto takes one of these first 2, and then I think they go back to LA. And when we see that the Dodgers 3 is Tyler Glass now, and their 4 is Shohei, and the Toronto's 3 is Max Scherzer, and it's Shane Bieber, like that's where you'll see the difference in this series is going on later, that these 2 teams just don't match up.
Joseph Rodriguez said he's a little late to the show. What'd you think about the over on I was going to say Snell's out.
I mean, if you're going off the trends, you would take the over. I just hate that it's 17.5. I mean, as somebody who had taken regularly the 15.5s and the 16.5s with these guys earlier, because the books were slow to catch up to what Dave Roberts was doing. I mean, he's gone over 6 innings. He's gone 6 innings or more in, I'm doing quick math, 6 straight starts. And then, he went 5 innings in that start against Toronto at home back on August 9th, but he had 10 strikeouts in that game and he went 90 pitches. He went 103 last time out, but he's really rested. So I would lean to the over here, but I'm just afraid that, the full 6 innings here scares me a little bit.